Hi everyone, I'm Nicole with fitnessblender.com, and today I have your upper body strength supersets with cardio interval burnouts. For today's format, we have 3 different strength supersets, 2 exercises each, completed for 2 rounds, 45 seconds of work to 15 seconds of rest. After we complete each superset, we'll do a 60-second burnout, which will be a combination exercise of cardio and upper body, so we can elevate the heart rate and fatigue the arms before moving on to the next strength superset. For equipment today, we only need dumbbells today, so I recommend having a couple different weights to work with, light, medium, and heavy if you have them available, or you can use household items if you don't have dumbbells readily available. Modifications will be provided and your warm-up and cool-down are included. Let's get started. We have a 4-minute warm-up coming your way today. We'll start with 8 exercises back-to-back for 30 seconds apiece. I'll start my timer. You can start up on your feet with me. Here in 10 seconds, we're just gonna get things moving and blood flowing with a boxer shuffle. So just keeping it light on the balls of the feet here. And just shifting your weight from foot to foot, essentially. We have a couple high impact options for our burnout today, but you can make them low impact. So keep that in mind as we go throughout the day, but mostly this routine will be entirely low or no impact. Keep those elbows in, shoulders back. Get that blood flowing. Overhead and cross reaches up next. We're gonna plant those feet nice and wide. We're gonna go overhead reach on each side and then cross reach each side. So just keep going through that. Those 4 motions, overhead, overhead, cross and cross. Really thinking about warming up, activating through the shoulders and the lats here. Good. Standing pull downs up next. From here, we're gonna take a big inhale, arms go up overhead, exhale, draw those elbows wide, open up the chest, expand, pull it down, and inhale it back up. Exhale, pull. Inhale up. Exhale, pull. Think about how you might be pulling something down from the ceiling here. Really starting to activate your back, your lat muscles. Cross toe reaches. We're gonna take those arms out just in a T position. Hinge it down. Keep those legs nice and straight. Reach opposite hand towards opposite foot. Now you may not be able to get all the way to that toe. You might be able to get to your knee or shin. So find what works best for you. Sending those hips back. Perfect. Standing Arnold Press up next. No weights. We're gonna start with those palms in front of you, about 90 degrees at the elbows. We're gonna take it out wide, press up overhead, palms go facing in front of you. Back down, palms back in towards you. So just a standard Arnold press here, warming up through the shoulders, through the chest, through the upper back. Think about those muscle groups activating as you go through this motion. T's, Y's, and I's. We're gonna get a hinge position, flat back. From here, palms face the floor, bring it out to a T, Y, back down center, and then I position. So we're just kind of making those letters with our arms here. Trying to really stabilize through the core, keep your back flat, parallel to the floor, activating our shoulders. Squat, push, pull up next, feet hip distance apart. As we sit back in those heels, we're gonna push away, pull as we stand. Push away, pull as we stand. Some of our cardio moves do involve the legs today, so we are getting those into the warm-up a little bit here. Push, pull. Make sure we're sitting back into those heels, chest is up. Finally, we've got jumping jacks. Get that heart rate up just a little bit higher here. Keep it light on the balls of the feet. Arms go out nice and wide. At any point in time, you can take that lower impact option, step it out instead, which I will probably be doing more of that. As you may see, I am in my second trimester of pregnancy, so low impact feels a little bit better sometimes than high. Beautiful. Okay, that is it for the warm-up. 4 minutes is done. If you need more time to warm up, press that pause button, come back when you're ready. All right, we are heading into our first strength superset, so have your weights ready. We've got 2 exercises coming your way. We're gonna complete them for 2 rounds, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, no extra rest between those rounds. All right, have your weights ready. I'm gonna get my timer set up, and we're gonna start with a single, double row. 10 seconds on the clock here. Single, double row is up first. I'm gonna go with 15 pounds, kind of a medium for me. Choose what works best for you. Soft knees, flat back. From here, what we're gonna do is pull one arm, pull 2 arms. That is what the single, double means here. Keep your core engaged to support your back so we're not feeling any back pain. And try to alternate your lead arm every other time. So pulling first with left, and then pulling first with right. Remember, thinking about squeezing shoulder blade to spine as you pull those weights up. Keep those elbows in close to your body. Keep going, last few seconds. Perfect, 15 seconds to rest. Next up, we're heading into a push press. So I'm gonna keep the same weight. I'm gonna stay with 15 pounds. You're welcome to switch out based on how that exercise feels for you. Push press, get those weights up and ready. So from here, we're gonna bob the knees just slightly down, push your weights up overhead, absorb, stand, and then go again. So we always have that little absorption in the middle. That way we can get maximum power from that lower body all the way up through the shoulders. If your weights are wide like mine, you might find it better to do more of a neutral hold with those weights, which is what I'm doing now. So find what works best for you. No right or wrong here. And rest. Beautiful. We get to do each of those one more time, so I encourage you to adjust your weights based on what you think you need for this next round. I'm gonna go up to 17.5 pounds this time. Single, double row. Here we go. Starting right here, flat back, core engaged. Pull one, pull together. Switch that lead arm. So easy to go through the motions when you're doing upper body work, but when I encourage you today, especially as we're starting out, to really make that mind to muscle connection, really thinking about squeezing the muscle groups that you are working here. So will be your back for the most part. Big squeeze. Keeping it nice and slow on that release especially. And stand up tall. Good, 15 seconds to reset. Heading into our push press. Again, weight adjustments if you need to make those. If not, hang out with me. We're gonna pop those weights up to your shoulders and get ready. Again, a little assistance from that lower body. Absorb, press, absorb. Make sure those heels are staying flat when you are performing that push press. Doing so good. Keep it up, over halfway there. Breathe with it. I know those arms, if you picked a slightly heavy weight, arms are probably starting to feel it. Almost there. Relax. Okay, your weights can go down to the side. Now, we have about 30 seconds, less than that now, before we head into our first burnout, okay? So what we have here is a squat or a side squat with a jab. So for these jabs, you can do completely body weight, no weights. I'm gonna choose to hold 3-pound dumbbells just to take up the intensity, but you choose what works best for you. 60 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Side squat, jab up center. Side squat, jab center. So always jabbing with that same arm as the leg that is stepping out, if that makes sense. Sit back in those heels. Some of you, if you want to take it up a notch, you can always turn this into a squat jack to a jab, squat jack, jab. So remember, there's always options to make this your own. Bring the intensity that you have today. Should be feeling that heart rate elevate here. Make sure those are nice, strong punches here. Last time, here we go. Keep pushing through. Good news is we only do this one time, this exercise. And relax. Great job. Weights can go down to the side. We're gonna take a short water break and then come back for our next 2 rounds and strength supersets. So grab yourself some water. I'll meet you right back here. Welcome back from your water break. We are ready to head into our second strength superset. This one is more of a tricep bicep pairing, so we'll probably be going a little bit lighter on our weight than we did the first round with those larger muscle groups. So we've got a tricep and a bicep exercise coming your way. I'll get my timer started. I'll show you what is up first. Okay, so grab those lighter weights. I'm gonna go 12.5 pounds. We've got tricep kickback, single, double format, just like we did with those rows. So we're gonna get in that hinge position, soft knees, flat back, pull those arms in, kick it back 1, kick back 1, kick back 2. Switch that lead arm. Single, and double. So your arms are essentially always engaged on this one, which is why we wanna go slightly lighter. If you feel like you maybe overestimated, press that pause button, switch out those weights, come back to me. All right, here we go, you guys. Making sure not to move that upper arm, really just bending and extending at the elbow. And rest. Good, we're up nice and tall. 15 seconds off. Next up, heading into a top-down bicep curl. Now, the unique part with this one is we start at the top, but we don't want those arms to be completely rested at the top. So we're gonna move them away just slightly here. Pull down 1, up, down, the other, and up. So this is an alternating exercise. Palms are always facing up. I can already feel that this is gonna be a tough round, you guys. Woo! Do your best with it. Keep those elbows into your sides. Again, that arm that's at the top is not fully resting unless you need it to. Now, there's always that option as well to keep it all the way up at the top resting or about 3 to 5 inches away from your shoulder, so it's slightly engaged. Keep working with me. Last few seconds. And rest. Good. All right, roll up those shoulders, shake out those arms a little bit. We're gonna do this each one more time. Single, double, tricep kickback is up first. Woo! Set up your stance, nice flat back, core engaged, pull those arms in. Give me those single, doubles. And this is a nice, slow control motion here. I want you to really focus on releasing nice and slowly from those kickbacks. I know that if your arms are getting fatigued, you may want to start releasing them fast and swinging, but I encourage you to control it. Also make sure those Your chest and shoulders aren't caving forward. You want to keep that back engaged, chest open. Last few seconds, let's go. And rest, good. Stand up nice and tall. Last bit of the strength superset. We're back to our top down bicep curls. Adjust your weights if you need to. Here we go. Starting at that top. Alternating from the top down. Breathing with it here. Inhale, release, exhale, pull. Inhale, release, exhale, pull. You've got this. I know those arms are probably starting to feel some sort of burn here. Try to do your best to maintain that same form. Stay with me until you hear that timer. We've got this. Even if you have to slow down, totally fine. Let's stay moving. And rest. Good. Your heavies can go down. We have a short bit, about 25 seconds left of this rest before we head into our next burnout. So this is kind of like a little finisher. These burnouts are like little finishers at the end of each strength superset. We have a running man. So this one I'm also going to use my 3-pound weight, so you can use nothing at all and be totally fine. So with our running man, we're gonna set up one leg front, one leg back, slight lunge stance, but not full lunge. We're gonna do 4 runs on each side, 4 arm pumps, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. Now you can also jump this, so watch this. 4, switch. Jump or step that switch every 4 arm pumps. Notice how I'm kind of absorbing as well, so as I'm running, my knees are sort of bobbing with it. That is normal. So expect that. We don't need to be super stiff when we're running. Keep that core engaged, elbows in. Keep running it out. We're under that 15-second mark. Hang with me. And rest. Good. All right. Those weights can go down if you were using them. Take a few deep breaths, you guys. We are heading into our 3rd and final strength superset, followed by the burnout. So we are on the home stretch. Next up, we're going to be more on the floor. So if you'd like a mat, you can come down to a mat. We have some push-ups. We also have a reverse fly for that second exercise. All right. So now that you kind of know what's in store, I'm going to start my timer. Take a couple deep breaths, and we're going to get started. All right, first exercise, we are down on the floor for a push-up to a shoulder tap. I'm going to modify my push-ups on my knees. I encourage you to do toes if that feels right for you. Here we go. We're going to go push-up, up, opposite hand taps opposite shoulder. Make sure as you're going down, elbows are going to the back corners of the room and not directly out to the sides. Core engaged. Again, you can do this on your knees with me. You can do it on an incline. You can also do it up on the toes for that full version. Find what works for you today. Last 10 seconds. And rest. Good, just 15 seconds to transition to our reverse fly. I'm gonna grab my 12.5 pounders here for that reverse fly. So we're gonna be up on those feet, soft knees, flat back, slight bend in those elbows. Take it wide, release it down slow. Take it wide, release it down slow. This is when we wanna start swinging when we're tired. So really focus on that controlled release. Building that strength in those rear delts through your upper back. Keeping your core engaged to support your back. Last 10 seconds, here we go. And rest. Okay, weights can go down. Let's take it back to the floor for our push-up shoulder tap. Push-up shoulder tap. You choose your push-up variation. It may vary based on how your arms are feeling right now. Totally fine. Here we go. Push up, opposite hand, opposite shoulder. At the top, try and resist any rotation out of your hips by keeping your core engaged. We've got this last few seconds, you guys. Down, up, nice strong chest. We've got this. And rest. Okay, let's finish it out. I am going to drop to 10 pounds. Probably should have done 10 on my first round of reverse flies. I'd like to have a slightly better form, so we're dropping it down. Here we go. Reverse fly, slow release. Those arms are just coming straight out to the side. Soft bend in those elbows. Right up to about the same height as your shoulders and your back. Woo! We are almost there, you guys, over that halfway point. And then guess what? We just have that cardio upper body burnout, and it is a good one to finish on. Woo, okay, relax. Strength part of our workout is done. Now we have that 30-second little break, and then we have our 60-second burnout exercise. Squat jack to press jack. Now you can do this with or without weight. I'll show you without first. We're gonna jump out to the side, down, together, press, together, down, and up, okay? You can hold a weight or you cannot hold a weight. I am gonna hold my threes here again. Down, together, up, together. Now, if you prefer to do this in more of a stepping or low impact form, follow along with me. Step out, step out, step out, step out. Still effective, just less on the joints. Here we go, over that halfway point, you guys. Push it out these last 30 seconds. This is it for your workout today. So I want you to be doing the absolute best, giving the energy that you have left. Last 5, here we go. And rest. Weights, everything can go down to the side. Welcome back. We are ready to cool it down. We have a 4-minute cool down, 8 exercises, 30 seconds apiece. So start up on your feet with me. We're gonna start with some neck circles. I want you to just draw your chin down towards your chest. Take it right ear to right shoulder, roll it all the way around, and back center, switch directions. So every time you come back center, switch directions. Working out any kinks. We did a lot of shoulder work today, so these will really help to loosen things up. One more the other way. And back to center. Okay, Next up, wall chest opener. So we're gonna find a nice wall or a supportive surface. It can be a chair, couch, anything. We're gonna take our right arm on that wall and then start to turn away to open up through that right arm. Keep your right arm nice and straight. Really feeling that opening through the chest, through the front of your shoulder, and even through your bicep a little bit. Turn it out as much as you need to feel that stretch. One more breath here. And release. Good. Same thing on that left arm. We're going to place that left arm on the wall, hand nice and flat. Once we have that, we're going to start to turn that upper body away from the wall, opening up through the chest. So be really, really nice cool down to stretch out every muscle group we worked today. So we worked every major muscle group in that upper body. This is also a really great posture stretch. If you sit at a desk or are seated for a lot of your day and you're starting to feel sort of hunched in, this is a really good one to counteract that, to do throughout your day. You could even do it like in a doorway with both arms. All right, release that one. Standing shoulder stretch, right arm comes across the front, pulling in with your left, feeling a nice stretch through your shoulder. That heart rate's still coming down, just breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more breath here. And release. We're gonna take that same right arm up and over. Bend that elbow, take that right hand down your mid upper back. Grab your elbow with your left hand. Rights and lefts are all wonky today. Good. Open that tricep up. A few deep breaths. Really feel into that tricep stretch. And release. Perfect. We're going to take it over to the left side. So left arm comes across, cross shoulder stretch, pull it in. A few deep breaths here. Really thinking about pulling that shoulder blade away from the spine in that upper back. Perfect. Let's take it to our tricep stretch. Left arm up overhead, bend that elbow. Hand comes down your upper back. Grab it with the right and open. A little bit of a pull here, as much as you can. And what I want you to think about is not allowing your chest to cave in. So we might want to be right here. Try and keep it up and open as much as possible. One last breath here. Perfect. Release them down for just a second. Arms are going back up overhead. We're just going to clasp those hands together. I'm going to have you take a big inhale. On that exhale, lean towards your right side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left side. Feeling a nice stretch through your lat, through your side. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposite side. Keep following your breath. One more each side. Last one here. And shake it out. Feel free to repeat any of those that felt particularly good or cool down in any additional ways that you might like to. Thank you so much for joining me for this upper body and cardio burnout workout, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Workout complete.